Chicago's Soldier Field was the focal point of NFL football last week because of a matchup between two of the most exciting teams in pro football, even though the glamour of one player would be missed.
The family of retired NFL great Dave Duerson, former All-Pro safety, died last week from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the chest. Duerson was 50 years old and was concerned he was developing a degenerative brain disease. Duerson was a two-time Super Bowl winner with the famous 1985 Chicago Bears and with the New York Giants 5 years later. He made hundreds of tackles during 11 years in the NFL and 4 years at Notre Dame.
Chicago Bears safety Dave Duerson died at the age of 50 last week. Obviously, our prayers go to Dave and his family. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. With the absence of one of the NFL's greats, there would be some inspired football. And for Bears fans expecting fireworks in this game against the Steelers, their wait was not a long one. On the Bears' second possession, Jim McMahon, the Bears quarterback, would throw a pass to Jim Ortega. He would never look back. The 67-yard touchdown pass would give the Bears a 7-0 lead early. Chicago drew first blood, but this seemed to be somewhat of an offensive game. It would be. Franco Harris and the Pittsburgh offense would reply on their following possession. The first quarter was filled with promise, but only 7 points were put up on the board. To start the second, Franco Harris would rip off a big run against the Chicago defense, but Duerson and the Bears made the stop when it really mattered.
Well, let's face it, there really aren't too many plays in the playbook that would have gained enough for the first down there, so they just took what they could get.
A Roy Girello field goal would cut the lead to 4 midway through the second quarter. After a Chicago punt, the Steelers continued their offensive attack, resulting in a 6-play, 78-yard scoring drive.
Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. The signal is a first down.
In a game of this magnitude, it was crucial that Pittsburgh continued its attack. After the no huddle, it would be a big strike by quarterback Terry Bradshaw that would put the Steelers in the lead.
Throws it out. He makes another catch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
What are you going to do? How do you defend that? That's just perfectly executed between a hot quarterback and a pretty good receiver.
With 1:12 remaining in the first half, the Steelers reclaimed the lead. With Chicago down by 3 points nearing halftime, someone would have to make a play in order to change this game. The errant Jim McMahon throw would cost the Bears any points nearing halftime. With the very exciting first half coming to a close, the Pittsburgh Steelers held a 10-7 advantage over the Chicago Bears, one of the most talented games of all time. With Chicago trailing by 3 to start the third quarter, Walter Payton and the Chicago Bears would get to a rhythm and retake the lead. The Bears would drive to the Pittsburgh 2-yard line, and someone would need to make the red zone stand.
Fullback on the inside give.
Boy, this has just been a good football game. Offensively, that was a nice drive to take the lead back, and we are still going to have one of those tremendous finishes here.
After 24 points were given up by these two defenses, they would buckle down and finish the third quarter with a defensive slugfest.
The Bears have the ball and the lead as we begin the fourth quarter.
Chicago claimed the football to start the fourth quarter, but would have a quick 3-and-out and give Pittsburgh a chance to reclaim the lead. Franco Harris would finish the afternoon with 110 yards on 22 carries, an average of 5 yards per attempt.
Gains his way to the 49-yard line before he's hit and dropped.
Those big guys up front, they just keep pushing the defense.
Then a questionable penalty would give the Steelers the ball inside the 10.
First down, and they're very close to tying this game up. He's in. Touchdown.
What a great drive that was in the clutch.
We have just over a minute to go in the fourth quarter, and this has been a tight one. The score is all tied at 17.
After a letdown, giving up that game-tying score, now refocuses on the offensive side. Let's see if they can get this done and win it in regulation.
Chicago would get a big play to Jim Ortego to start the Chicago drive that would end up stalling at the Pittsburgh 45-yard line.
Short throw to the right. Grossman now has 5 catches. He throws right, and it's completed. He's had a great game, catching passes for 100 yards. And it's wide of the mark. That miss can sure come back to hurt them later.
No question about it. Big miss right there. You had an opportunity to take the lead late in the football game, and now the momentum has shifted the other way.
The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
They finally get him at the 3.
And you really have to look at your safety play anytime somebody makes a run of that distance.
He makes it. The Bears have won.
In this highly dramatic Week 2 showdown, Jim McMahon and the 1985 Bears win in overtime against the 1976 Pittsburgh Steelers. It was a field goal in overtime that made the difference, and because of Walter Payton and his sweetness ability, he got the Bears in range for that game-winning field goal. Please tune in next Friday for the Week 3 edition of the NFL Game of the Week. Sweetness and Walter Payton was able to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers, who put on a good fight, forcing overtime, but in the end, a Chicago field goal was the difference.